The Fisherman's Gift. The village by the river. Along the wide, winding banks of the Amazon River, there was a small fishing village where life moved with the rhythm of the water. Families rose with the sun, cast their nets, and prayed the river would provide enough fish for supper. Among them lived João, a fisherman known not for the size of his catch, but for the size of his heart. His neighbors often teased, "João, your boat is small, your nets are thin. Why do you share what little you have?" João would simply smile and say, "A fish fills only the belly, but kindness fills the soul." The stranger arrives. One hot afternoon, a stranger staggered into the village. His clothes were torn, his face burned by the sun, and his stomach growled with hunger. The villagers were cautious. Times were hard, and sharing with a stranger meant less for their own families. But João didn't hesitate. He brought the man to his hut, gave him a bowl of stew made with the last of his week's catch, and let him rest in his hammock. The man whispered, "Why give to me when you barely have enough yourself?" João answered, "Because tomorrow I may be the one who needs a hand. What we give away is never lost, it returns, like the river's tide." The storm. A few weeks later, dark clouds gathered. The Amazon winds grew fierce, and the river swelled with rain. By nightfall, the storm turned violent. Boats splintered against rocks, nets tore, and families huddled inside their huts, praying the water would not rise higher. João's little hut was battered, and his boat was lost to the river. At dawn, he stood on the muddy banks with nothing but the clothes on his back. For the first time in years, he felt despair. But then, something unexpected happened: the return of kindness. One by one, neighbors came to his side. Dona Lucia, the baker, brought fresh bread. Old Pedro, another fisherman, gave him a spare net. Families pitched in wood and nails to rebuild his hut. Finally, the stranger João had once fed returned healthy, strong, and carrying a brand new fishing boat. "Do you remember me?" the man asked. "Your kindness saved me when I had nothing. I am a boat builder, and I vowed to repay you. This boat is yours." João's eyes filled with tears. He had given a meal to a stranger without expecting anything, and now that act of kindness had come back multiplied. The lesson of the river. Years passed, and João became the heart of the village. His boat fed many, his home sheltered travelers, and his story was told to children under the starlit sky. Parents would say, "Remember João, the fisherman. He proved that kindness is never wasted. What you give may return when you need it most." And as the river flowed endlessly through the Amazon, so did the lesson. Kindness, like water, always finds its way back. Moral of the story: kindness is never weakness. It is the strongest net we can cast, for it binds people together and carries us safely through life's storms.